all community service teams, and they tell you that.
I didn't know that was a thing, but
Yeah.
that's neat.
Yeah, I guess just for all of charity, or all the work you do with kids reading and all that kind of
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity to get to do some of that last semester, especially before the season started.
You really look at you at the top of the lineup, and then all the way down to the 8-9 guys. This team, everybody's hits home runs, hits for pretty high average drives and runs. Just what do you think about the length, I guess, of your lineup? The depth?
I guess it's scary for other teams. Just knowing that the next guy can't get the job done if you don't before you is a pretty good feeling.
Were you surprised? Did you see it being this good or this deep in fall ball, or you kind of been surprised?
Well, I think we really didn't know. There's a lot of unanswered questions with so many new guys that were going to be starters every day. We really didn't know, and we've seen what it's turned into.
As far as the home runs, Dave Van Horn was saying today he thought maybe there'd be 50 or 60 for the season. You guys already have 70, and obviously have a lot of more games to play. Well, what do you think about the home run? I know you weren't here last year when they hit 90, whatever it was. What do you think about the power and a lot of doubles and triples?
Mm-hmm. Oh, we knew we could still drive the ball, but you don't want to overestimate it too early until you really know what you got. But we've shown. I mean, there's a lot of guys that can drive the ball. Pretty much everybody can drive the ball over the park at one point or another.
Dave said that he hasn't really talked to you guys about what's at stake as far as winning the SEC West or SEC or anything. What's the team's mindset? Do you guys talk about that amongst yourselves?
That's just something we really don't talk about. You know that it's there, but you go in. We're going to go in Thursday instead of like every opening day and try to win the game and start off hot like we have all year.
How important is it to have a leadoff type hitter like Christian or Casey down at the bottom of the lineup too?
It's just great to be able to turn it over and get it to your guys. Those guys will be on base, for me or if behind me Marty or anybody else, and those guys can really drive in runs behind me. So if you get those guys on and then I get on, you get 2 or 3 people on the bag, some damage can be done.
The Aggies, their number 2 starter got tossed, so he's not going to pitch. They're going to pitch a freshman lefty Weber on Thursday, so they can keep the number 1 guy on normal rest. What do you think about going against Weber? What are you expecting from him? He's got pretty good numbers.
I personally don't know anything about him. We'll talk about him before the game starts, but I mean, we were looking forward to facing that guy. We've felt like we've hit good pitching all year, and whoever they put out there, we're going to have a good plan and try to execute it.
You're starting 2 lefties, might even be 3. You guys obviously have a lot of good left-handed hitters. What do you think about going against a predominantly left-handed rotation?
I think that it's good that we faced so many lefties early in the season. There's a few weekends where it seemed like every guy they threw out there, at least every guy they started, was a lefty. So I think we've got some good experience there, and it won't take us by surprise.
What have you learned about this team as the season's gone on through SEC play?
I mean, probably just the same as what the other coaches and the guys will tell you is that, we don't give up. It's a tough team, and there's been some times this year that it didn't look good or, something crazy was going to have to happen to win, and it's happened. So, as long as we keep the foot on the pedal, good things can happen.
What would it mean to you guys to win the overall SEC title or win the West even, just either one or both?
I mean, I think it's a big deal, and we'd all feel good about the accomplishment and feel good about it, then move on. But, I mean, it's such a great league. It says something about the team you have for sure.
Do you feel like you guys are just on a roll? I think you're going for your 5th straight SEC series win, and 8th out of 10. I mean, that's pretty good in this league. You guys feel pretty confident going day and night?
I mean, the confidence is there for sure, and it's tough to do what we've done. It's going to be tough to go there on the road and win the series just like it is every weekend. But like I said, we're going to go out Thursday night, and we've played well the first game of the series. We're going to try to just do what we've been doing.
Their head coach Rob Childress, he coached for Dave at Texarkana, Nebraska, and 2 of their assistants played for Dave in Nebraska. Are you guys aware of that? Did they talk about that at all?
He hasn't mentioned it. I think some guys are aware of it. He's had a bunch of, we played Coach Vitello several weeks ago, who was his assistant. So, I mean, if you play for Coach, you get a lot of great assistants out there.
Chris Curry was an assistant, and you guys played Wichita. Todd Butler in the exhibitions. Todd Butler was an assistant. So.
I think it just goes to show the type of program that Coach Van Horn's, has been given from Coach DeBryan, and just a great culture and a lot of good coaches out there.
When you were at SEMO, where did you usually bat in the lineup?
For my first couple of years, I hit leadoff, and then got moved down to the 3-hole my last year.
What's it been like for you being back at leadoff? Seems like it worked out pretty well.
I mean, I'm very comfortable there. I can be aggressive if I need to, or I can take some pitches and try to be a starter that way. Just any way to have a good at bat and get the team rolling.
You feel pretty good about you taking a lot of walks, really set the table.
I've always taken my walks if they're given. Like I said, I'll be aggressive to good pitches over the plate early, but if they're not there, I'll take it, and hopefully it gets called a ball and draw a walk.
Has this season worked out better than you could have hoped, or about? I mean, obviously you were expecting good things, you wouldn't have come, but how would you say the move here has worked out for you?
I knew there was going to be a good team. There's great talent here, but I mean, it's worked out phenomenally. I really enjoyed it, and looking forward to continuing the ride for another couple months.
Is there a point in the season when you said, okay, the shoulder's finally 100%, just go and not even worry about it now?
I mean, I've just been going all year, really, whether it felt good or not, and some days it feels better than others, but, there's no stopping now.
Did you play much first before you got here, or were you always a second baseman?
Second base, middle infield. I've never played first before this year.
What did you think, I guess, did Dave or Nate, who came to you and said, okay, we want to put you first because, we don't want you throwing too much?
This is Coach Van Horn, and it was, really the week before the first series. I've been taking a lot of reps at second still, hopeful that the arm would be there and was able to play, but when it wasn't, they just put me over there and started working, and that's where I've been since.
What was the biggest adjustment playing first?
Just getting used to the footwork. I mean, the game's the same and on the dirt. I mean, instinctually, you know what's going on. It's just a matter of making yourself do it. And I think, moving around the bag took some time to get used to, and taking pickoffs from pitchers, and just little stuff like that. But I've been used to it.
I saw you make a good stretch the other day, and I mean, all that because you're not a real tall guy compared to most first basemen.
I'd rather him throw it low than make me jump low.
Are you surprised at what a smooth transition you've made over there? Because it's not an easy. I know, like a lot of times in the big leagues, they'll move guys when they slow down over there. They used to do that, but it's really a pretty tough position to learn, like you say, with the footwork. And have you been surprised you've adjusted so quickly?
I don't know about that. I mean, at this point, we're 50-something games in, so I hope I would have adjusted by now. But I think just being athletic has helped me a lot to be able to just move around and kind of use my instincts.
The throws you do make from there, are they different than when you played middle infield? I mean, is it different?
A little bit. I mean, I never really have to make a throw over 90 feet, so that's not a whole lot different, I guess, from second base.
The games you did play at second, did you kind of think, well, I'm just not quite there yet to play second base? Or
At
you feel
times,
you could?
there were certain plays that were still tough. I was like, man, just needs a little more, but I think we're going to get there.
When Dave told you, hey, we're going to play it first, what was your initial reaction?
I was all for it, and I'm just ready to do whatever I can, get in the lineup, and help the team win.
Couple more. Or none.